Hatadets pa Badaga Patada Batade Pakada Batad Habadagada Batades Hadaba.
Would you rather always wear a cool headlamp for survival, but just for everyday life? Or would you rather have a dairy allergy? You're listening to Bug and Moss.
Whoa, from underneath your favorite rock in the Skittering Studios. On Pride Month, happy Pride, it is the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show.
Happy Pride. And did you all hear that, Jordan? That was an unintentional Tuesday.
Oh, that was an unintentional Tuesday. It is indeed Tuesday here on the Bug and Moss Morning Telephone Show. Little dog of wisdom first thing in the morning. I haven't thought about that dog in a long time, but Papa Tabata.
I think about him a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When did you first hear about Wisdom Dog?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I have no idea. When did he happen?
When did Wisdom Dog happen?
Yeah. When is his time?
The YouTube video itself for the Dog of Wisdom is from 10 years ago in 2015.
Does he predate that?
I feel like I saw Dog of Wisdom more than just 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I feel like Dog of Wisdom was something I remember from elementary school, but maybe I'm wrong. It was just one of those internet pieces of the internet that really, really just lives in my brain.
I think that the video is the origination because it's like a short on IMDb.
A short on IMDb?
Yeah.
You know what I think is really funny? And I get that there are legitimate reasons to do this. I don't mean funny in a mocking way, but I think it's really funny when people like in our sphere put their stuff up on IMDb. Like I have some friends whose podcasts are like all credited on
Mine
IMDb.
is. I didn't put it up there.
That's so funny. Why?
I don't know why it's up there.
Yeah. What is that?
Who's scraping shit and putting it on? I don't know if IMDb does it or if it's community submitted.
I know some people who do it deliberately, and I just think it's funny because like, who the fuck uses IMDb? You know, except to be like, who's that actor? Or
and I don't even use it for that anymore because it sucks. IMDb, hey, PSA, your website's bad. It's a bad website to use. It's been bad for like 10 years.
That's a shame because it's kind of like an institution. It's been good. It was good.
Well, it was just all there was. The website's like not fun to use.
Yeah, it is a bit chunky, but it also like, I don't know. IMDb just has this weird vibe to it where it feels official, but it's like.
Yeah, and why, right? Like, why do we all know what it is? Where do they make money? What is IMDb's deal?
Yeah, what's the scoop with IMDb, man?
Man, Internet Movie Database. So I'm a movie trivia nerd. Like, I love to be watching a movie and be really annoying and be like, did you guys know? Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's definitely my vibe. And so when IMDb was the thing to do, I was on IMDb.
I just Google things and find myself there.
I was on IMDb. They also have a lot of lists of things that are community made that I like. There will be like really good community, kind of like playlists of movies. But now I guess we have Letterboxd, which I don't use, but I hear is the thing.
Emily says, I prefer Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
Treat yourself to the page.
Colin says, a lot of times if your podcast has voice acting, it'll have a larger chance of ending up on IMDb because voice actors can be for any kind of property. Yeah, but who's putting stuff at our scale on IMDb? It would be one thing if one of us did something with Warner Brothers or Universal, but I don't know. It's just funny. Like the bar to entry to IMDb feels like it should be higher in my brain, but like I also don't respect that because like I don't care about it. So I don't know.
This makes sense, but the way that IMDb was conceived is pretty cool. So it was created by this guy named Cole Needham. And he started the Internet Movie Database in 1990 while he was working as an engineer at Hewlett-Packard in Bristol. And it evolved from what was initially just his personal film database. Ironically, I'm getting this from Wikipedia.
It was his personal film database. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Wikipedia, treat yourself to the page.
It makes complete sense. My favorite, okay, so I want you to think about this for a second. What's your favorite database? And what I mean by that is that you've personally used to keep track of your own stuff.
We've hit a new low of content. If the question that we are asking this morning is, what is your favorite database?
I know that you have fun pretending to bully the nerds, but I think we all know we think this is interesting.
Your favorite database?
Will you listen and let me finish
I'm
mine?
I'm listening.
My favorite database, which I used aggressively throughout my preteen and teen years, is Baka Updates, the manga database.
Okay.
It's still up. I still have an account. And the cool thing about it and why it was really useful, so this is kind of what I mean when I say your favorite database, is that I could track everything I was reading and I could say what chapter I was on. This is hugely useful, especially when you're reading like scanlations all over the internet. They're getting taken down all the time. They're being translated by different people. You could keep track of what you had read, and it had this really cool classification system that I haven't seen since, where you could mark things as complete, but you could also mark them as, I'm not going to finish this.
That's fun.
So
Was
you
it
could
literally just like not gonna finish?
I think it just was unfinished.
Okay.
So you would just be like, you could put things into different categories so they wouldn't be clogging up your reading list. So what I would do, because I'm crazy, is I would go in and I would see my list of manga and I'd be like, what am I in the mood for? And then they would also keep track of what had been updated. You'd be able to see if there were translations available for different things that were coming out as they came. It's incredibly useful. It was like such a useful website to me. I recently, like last year, got back into it. I had to email the admin of the site to do a password change because they just aren't very big. That's not like a thing they deal with in a different way.
That's class, very small. Very web 1.0, very early internet energy.
Yeah, Baka Updates. So if anyone has a favorite database, I'd love to hear.
Some people have chimed in. L, the Chaos Queen in the chat says Jelly Neo item database.
Hell yes. I can guess what that is for.
Matt Bliss says, I revisit a Tumblr page as a database for the legit order of EPs for Chicago Fire, PD, Med, etc.
Dude, good resources for episode guides is so huge. And this is another thing with anime, especially if you're trying to find a good watch list that excludes filler and helps you jump around. It's like usually they're fan made and it'll be like you can skip these 10 episodes and they'll just give you like a full guide on how to watch the show.
I've never kept track of anything personally.
Yeah.
I like in my life, I think I've kept track of maybe 4 things. 3 of them are attached to my body.
It's interesting because you're the type of person to make the database. Like you're the type of person to be like, my personal movie database is now everyone's movie database.
Well, I was trying to think of if I had any interesting databases that I tap into that are particularly niche, but they're all pretty boring. Like the Reaper, the one that has all the Reaper commands that X-Rame made. Shout out X-Rame being one of the most useful, helpful fucking Reaper people.
I think you're just pretending like that's not exactly what the question is. Like that's incredibly useful.
Yeah, but none of the ones I can think of are like fun to talk about because they're not about anything anyone else would be like looking at.
Yeah,
probably.
I guess.
You know, like Bucker Updates, that's cool. That's like tracking media and stuff.
But I will say, you're betraying yourself because you're saying it's not anything anyone else would care about, but there's a fan-made database about it. So surely that's not true.
I feel like that's the entire promise of the internet, right? Like that's the reason I like the internet is not necessarily only for databases, also for artists, but like it's a place for nerds to put the things that they spent way too much time organizing or putting thought into. And that for me is like the best. That's like the coolest use of the internet. The fact that there are so many of these different databases and web forums and blogs and things and people tracking their favorite stuff or things they're interested in.
Yeah. I mean, I think about this when I think of what I would think of as like Old versus New Testament fandom. Like Old Testament fandom to me is all of the Twilight internet presence before the movies. So like, there's so much speculation. There's so much
old heads in the Twilight fandom.
Yeah, like that to me, that's Old Testament Twilight. Not because it's better, it's just different than post movies. Because when you're reading a book series and you don't have a visual element, you're doing a lot more different and interesting fan art. And I wasn't old enough to really engage with Twilight before the movies started coming out, or at least were being advertised to me. So it's really cool to encounter a fandom, or like, you know, the Snape wives of Harry Potter. Like there's so much that exists or existed in the Old Testament area of any different fandom before it gained some kind of mainstream media appeal or visual component. And I think that's also very cool.
Well, I mean, the internet also, like you said, brought in a lot of splinter groups around fan groups of things, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Colin in the chat, even though Colin said that he was driving earlier, says, as someone who's 400 episodes deep and nowhere near being done on a database of my own / Jamie's, I fear I can't say much to belittle databases, unlike Moss, who apparently suddenly hates nerds.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not true. I just don't have many. I can't think of anything fun that I look at that's database related. My favorite database is the Podcube database that gets created on the fly in memory when you visit poweredbypodcube.com.
And it's a great database that everyone can check out.
Yeah, I suppose so. Leonard says, I guess mine would have to be Metal Archives, considering it's been my homepage for like 15 years.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I've never.
Look at my screen.
Are you on Metal Archives?
Yes, it rips. It's so cool looking.
It's phenomenal. So it basically looks like dark Wikipedia with a couple JPEGs of the sides of backs of books at the top.
Encyclopedia Metallium, the Metal Archives.
That's fucking excellent.
I love this. Or even my current homepage, which is spaceweather.com.
Space weather!
Is super cool and existing kind of as its own archive or database. It has all kinds of like really interesting space news and archives of that.
Very liberal use of the word database this morning.
Sure. I'm playing in the space. We're expanding. And we didn't come to talk about databases.
Play
so I'm
in the
trying
database.
Also, every time I say database, Moss just goes, nerds. So I'm trying to like kind of get away from that.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're really good at muting it every time I've done it so
I know.
far. Nerds.
What are you, whittling?
No, I fucked up a thing. I have one of those lighter leashes, those like strings that retracts into like a little bass. Makes that noise when you pull on it. You know the thing. And I accidentally snapped it and it's fucked up and I'm untangling it while we do our show.
I see in the chat, Matt Bliss asked, where are we on the data versus data pronunciation?
It depends.
Yeah, I think it depends for me. I think I use them both.
Yeah, I think I use them interchangeably too. And it just kind of feels like whatever feels better in the words around it, right? Like database. Either of those sounds good. But you know, you feel it out with the rest of the sentence.
Yeah, I don't feel strongly on this one. A lot of people are like this with pecan, which I also think is fine. Like I think things can totally just be context based.
Oh, pecan versus pecan?
Yeah.
I eat pecans, but I love pecan pie.
Yeah.
I eat pecans, but I love pecan pie. Okay. Colin says, add that to the pronunciation challenge Discord, which is very funny. There was a thread that we spun up to do a pronunciation challenge one day, but I like the idea of it existing in perpetuity.
I also like that what it really ended up being was just us all sending audio clips of us saying lists.
Yeah, well, it was just, there's those lists of online words that let you quote unquote test your accent. And interestingly, despite there being several different dialects going on in our Discord server, I don't feel like the accent challenge really highlighted many of them.
I don't think so either, because I think a huge problem is that I think at least, I would say over half of us have some kind of media training or theater background or make some kind of something where we, even work in customer service, have some kind of persona that makes it really hard to do an accent challenge. And I don't think it's because anybody's trying to not use their accent. Like, it's hard to switch sometimes, especially if you're doing something kind of presentationally. If you're recording yourself to send to a Discord, it might be harder to talk more naturally.
For real, for real.
So
Colin also says, I did say I was driving so I couldn't chat, then almost immediately got off the road in order to get breakfast. Colin is not texting while driving, in case anyone was wondering.
I never thought that he was.
Colin is a model citizen.
And we're proud of him for that.
We're proud of you for that, son.
Moss, what do you have for this Tuesday?
What do I have for this Tuesday, Bug? I made a choice. I made a very strong choice.
Okay.
That choice was to forget my sheet right before we started and then not get it before we started.
Okay.
So I don't know what I have for Tuesday. I wrote something down.
Okay.
What do you have?
So I have a Food Hounds.
Food Hounds?
Yeah, and then we have at least one voicemail that's specifically for Tuesday. We have one from Ty. And then I have a Tuesday.
What do you mean you have a Tuesday?
I have a choice.
You've got a choice for us to make. Well, what should we start out with, Bug?
I don't know.
Why don't we go ahead and jump right into a segment that I don't think we've done yet, but it's time for Food Hounds.
I sure am hungry. I could go for any and all food. This is Food Hounds.
Well, welcome to our bistro. We made a bunch of these segments and sometimes we kind of forget about them and then it's like, what? We have that. I didn't even think I have a Food Hounds when I thought of this. I looked at my sheet that Mason has made for us, which are awesome. Let me see if I can. They're great. I'm sure you can see that really good.
Podcast especially.
Yeah, but at the top, it has like the titles of all of our segments. And so as I was writing this down, I was like, well, if this ain't a Food Hounds, this actually happened to me because I was looking at the Dairy Queen website.
Oh boy.
Because I do this thing where I know I bring up a lot how frugal I am. Like I'm very frugal pilled. I was raised to be very frugal at the grocery store.
Frugal pilled has too many syllables. I feel like it's gonna be frug pilled.
Frug pilled. I don't know if I want to be a frug, but
That's like it's like a fancy frog. What do you mean? That's a good thing.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm a frug. I'm one of those uppity frogs.
Yes, I'm a frug.
But I was looking at the Dairy Queen website because I always feel kind of stressed when we live very close to a Dairy Queen. We can walk there.
Bug likes to check the menu, make sure nothing changes.
Well, I feel really stressed because it is confusing to order from Dairy Queen because it's like mostly milkshakes, blizzards. And if you don't want that, I feel like everything's kind of buried. You're like digging in like the sundaes and the banana splits and stuff. So I wanted to be able to like check it out, look at my stuff. Their website on mobile is something, I'll say. So we were navigating that. I was picking out my stuff. And as we were navigating that, you know how like on mobile, when a website's not super optimized, it'll just kind of break and then you'll just see it looking like an index. Like it's just whatever.
Yeah, you don't see the formatting, all the styling goes away.
So I see this kind of index and I see a word on it. And that word is Swissy.
Swissy?
And I was like,
Swissy?
What in tarnation is Swissy?
The only thing worse than Swissy is Swissy.
I got, you can get Swissy with that Swissy too. There's a lot you can do.
Yeah, is that what it said? Like, come to Dairy Queen, get Swissy with that Swissy.
I'm seeing a lot of questions in chat about the spelling. It is SWICY. I don't know if it's pronounced Swissy or Swicy.
SWICY? That's Swicy.
You think it's Swicy?
For sure, dude.
That makes more sense.
If it was Swissy, that would be SWUSWSSY. Nope.
Suzu.
SUSSY. No, that'd be Sussy. I feel like Swissy would be SWUSSY.
Well, no one's asking about Swissy.
What was it?
It's SWICY.
Yeah, not SWISSY. That's what I was looking for.
So I
put my whole Swissy in it, says Coyote Astronaut.
Okay, don't look at Matt because he's blowing up my spot. So don't look at him in the chat.
Okay.
But he is right in that. So I Googled it and I also looked at the garbage AI results, but then I dug a little deeper. Swicy, I guess is how we're agreeing it's pronounced.
Swicy,
and
for
this
sure.
Does make sense. Is the hot flavor of the summer.
Okay.
It is hot, literally. It is sweet and spicy.
Sweet and spicy.
Spicy.
Now that's interesting.
So I'm actually pretty into this, like, as far as what's happening with it. Like, I like sweet and spicy together, especially because I like spice, but I don't like things to be too hot to enjoy. What?
I don't think I like this.
That's fine.
I'm thinking really hard about sweet and spicy and trying to put two of those together in a way that works. And I'm like, jalapeno cherry popsicle. Nope. No,
I think I could make
you.
that taste really good. Also, have you ever had hot honey?
No.
Really?
What? Hot honey?
So this trend began with hot honey. So as far as I could see in one of the articles I was looking at, as typically happens in 2020, around hot honey, which everyone's popping off about because it's good. It's like just usually like red chili, I think, and honey to make like a lightly hot, really sweet kind of condiment. Really good on like chicken. Like a hot chicken with like a sweet element is usually kind of like an Asian style thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can see that.
It'd be really good.
You know what I don't want is spicy candy.
You don't like spicy candy. Mason is not a Mexican candy girly.
No,
I
don't
can
really like
be.
tamarind.
It depends. You do like tamarind because it is what is in pad thai.
Oh, no, I do like tamarind. I don't like tamarind candy.
Yeah, that because sometimes it's just a ball of tamarind with like a grain of sugar.
I did eat a bunch of it though until my stomach got upset.
I will also say that at Dairy Queen, the way that they're doing Swicy sounds really good to me, which is like tahini rimmed lemonade. Like they're doing like a really nice sort of balance. Like I like chili powder and sweet things together. And also I think that that's like something that's refreshing and hot at the same time is really, that's like exciting to me.
So Emily in the chat has said, I found a video from some French dude saying how Swicy is pronounced. Y'all are going to hate me. It's pronounced like Swiss.
Swiss.
Now, I wonder if that was the same word or a different word.
Well, I think it was a different word because Emily wrote Suisse.
Swiss.
Swiss.
That sounds like Swiss. That feels more like Swiss.
Oh my God. Elle literally said what I was about to bring up, which is Sav's hot banana ice cream because...
Wait, so what did Elle say?
Elle said Sav's hot banana ice cream, doing this way before it was trending.
Oh, okay.
So Sav's Chill, I want to say I don't know if they're still there, was an ice cream place in Lexington. And I don't know how long they had been there, but they were there the entire time we were in college. So at least they've been doing the Swicey thing for over a decade.
Sav's hot banana ice cream? I had to find that message so I could read that again. Hot banana ice cream? What is hot banana? Like spicy banana ice cream? Are you for real?
Yeah.
Like jalapeno and banana and...
It's no, I think it was habanero.
What?
And it was
it
really good. Yeah. Because the banana's so creamy and it wasn't spicy. So the people who had the ice cream place also had a West African restaurant.
Elle also said using his own hot sauce.
Yeah.
So the thing is, a lot of times if someone tells me something is homemade, I'm stoked about it. One of them that I'm not, though, is when someone's like, I made my own hot sauce. That fucking gives me the willies.
I mean,
if somebody's like, hey, man, I made my own hot sauce. You want to try it? The answer is no.
I reasonably understand what you're saying, but when that person also owns a restaurant, I don't think it gives me the ick in the same way.
When they're serving hot banana, then again, the credit goes down. There's no way I could do this. Oh, that's so weird.
You're being really judgmental, and Elle's right in the chat. She's like, they literally sold it in stores. It's like a real thing.
Yeah, no, Elle says it fucks. And like, I believe you, Elle. I just have a hard time conjuring to mind conjuring to tongue, I suppose, the flavor experience that this would be.
Well, a flavor experience it is. It's sweeping the nation. I found out about it on Dairy Queen. And Bug Fan Club in the chat. Bug Fan Club is a Lexington native. And they're saying that the Savanes have been in Lex for a long time. The mom runs a jewelry store downtown. Great family, good people. These are the people who own Sav's Chill and Sav's Grill. And they do have Savane Silver downtown, and they are great.
Wow. Well, shout out to them. And if they're interested in becoming a community partner, they can sign up at patreon.com/Bug and Moss. And I'll tell everyone how good their hot banana ice cream is.
Well, we'll have to get you some. You can't just lie.
Although Elle said they're in the chat, Elle said they're closed now, crying. So,
although I see online something that tells me they're in a different location, and I just don't know if that's true.
And Matt also said in the chat, anyone with reflux would struggle to think about enjoying spicy or swicy, I'd say. And yeah, I mean, I have had to give up a lot of my spicy proclivities in favor of not having fucking acid coming up my throat all the time.
I also feel like if spicy food really was bothering me in the same way it's bothering you, I don't think things that are more novelty would be what I would reach for. I'd reach for like hot things I really like eating if I was going to risk it.
You wouldn't reach for novel, spicy things?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to experience it all, though.
I mean, I do too. I was trying to just be on your side, bro, but now you're switching.
That's totally, yeah. I'm sorry, Bug. I'm trying to juke. When you come on my side, I'm trying to get on the other side.
Yeah, is that what that means?
I love a juke.
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know what juking is.
I think it's a basketball thing. I think it. So I'm gonna go ahead and say a bunch of stuff that's probably not true.
Let's go.
I think juking is a basketball thing, and I think it's when you do that thing where you like lean like you're gonna go around a guy one way, and then you dribble the ball and switch the other way last second, go around him. So you like juke him.
I've only ever heard of faking.
It might be the same thing. But juking is, it is faking movement in one direction, then suddenly moving in another, according to this Reddit question.
It's a cool word, and I like the way it sounds.
Yeah, the meaning of juke is to fake out of position, as in football.
Also, Sav's Chill might be open again, so we'll have to do some investigating.
Ooh, we can get our sissies all swicy.
Our sissies all swicy.
Yeah, get swicy my sissy.
So you might notice every single, what I was going to say is that, so like I said, this popped off with like hot honey around 2020. It went super viral, which makes sense because now it's 2026 and every major brand thinks they need to have a swicy thing.
Yeah.
They have finally cottoned on to it being a trend.
Yeah, when was that? When did it start again?
2020.
Yeah, that makes sense. About 6 years? Yeah.
About right.
Nothing's cool after 6 years.
Yeah, so Dairy Queen's in on it. I think Pizza Hut's in on it. Like, they're out here.
Hell yeah. Well, that makes sense. Hey, it's 7:26, so it's a little bit early, but I do want to say that our show is made possible by our community partners over at patreon.com/Bug and Moss. One of our community partners is, of course, our good friend Atticus, who is one of the people who helps to put together Transcend Cabaret. And
Hell
Transcend
yeah.
Cabaret has an event coming up on the 5th, which I think is Friday of this week. I should be able to figure that out because today's the 2nd. Yeah, Friday is the 5th, featuring the performer, unless I'm mistaken, Velvet Chains at Al's. The doors open. Let me grab the details real quick. I have it written down over on this sheet. Here we go. Yeah, Velvet Chains is the featured performer this Friday. Doors at 7, shows at 8 at Al's Bar. $15 suggested donation is Transcend Cabaret plus Burlex.
Should we go?
We should.
It's been a while.
It's on Friday, so we don't have to get up early the next day for the show.
That's true.
It would honestly be a pretty choice day to go.
We'll think about it.
It's also when Perry's paper at the ISCLR, the International Society for Contemporary Legend Research Conference, is on Friday, which is happening in Lexington right now. Shout out to our friends over twitch.tv/Folkwise. Subscribe to them. They're really cool.
Yeah, there's a huge, what Mason just said, there's a huge folklore convention happening all week in Lexington.
I was going to go to it, but it's all week, and I have a bunch of stuff to do, and it all got crazy. My ticket was like lost, and then...
Well, and at the time that you agreed to go, this was your job, so it would have made a lot more sense to spend all week at a convention.
Yeah, it was, yeah. But Perry's giving a talk there I want to catch on Friday. We should go to this. Velvet Chains, Transcend. At Al's
Hell yeah.
Bar. It's going to be awesome. Also, shout out to our other community partner, Colin M. Parkner, Community M. Parkner, who just released a new video on his channel, his personal YouTube channel, where he compares his real life performance to YouTuber's Life, the simulator game.
I am excited to watch that. I haven't yet.
It's very good. Colin just released it. We'll link it in the description, in the show notes afterwards, so you can go check it out. But otherwise, just go search up youtube.com/@Colin M. Parker, if I'm not mistaken. Colin can throw the link in the chat if Colin is still at breakfast and not driving, but it's very good. Colin compares his real life YouTube performance with a fresh channel to starting one in YouTuber's life. And let me tell you, is the video game realistic? Who knows?
Well, and I can tell you too, I don't know if you guys have ever been on YouTube and thought, man, they got games now. I better play one of these. Mason has.
Oh, yeah, the YouTube playables. Have you seen this? Yeah, all right. Well, hold on.
We're going to have to stream one of these because not only did Mason start playing one of these games.
Not sure if it was.
Wait, oops, that didn't go good. Sorry, bud. Hold on.
You'll have to excuse him, everybody. He watched a bunch of YouTube videos about electrons or selectively permeable membranes. It's Moss in general.
YouTube has games.
Yeah.
YouTube has games. I don't know if y'all have seen this, but the Flash game era is not dead. If you remember Addicting Games, or if you remember Newgrounds, all those fun little Flash games with a lot of heart and soul, well, guess what? They're back, and they're called YouTube Playables.
They can't legally call them games.
Like Sid said in the chat, Smack's Roof, this site's got everything. You can fit so many games in there. Emily says Netflix also has playables, but we're not going to talk about Netflix. We're talking about YouTube playables. Actually, I would talk about Netflix playables. We just don't have a Netflix subscription, so I haven't seen that. But YouTube has introduced these playable games. They've been there for a hot minute. Have any of you tried one? Have you ever tried? Have you ever picked one of those up and played them? Because they're not good.
Yeah,
I've yet to find a single one that doesn't suck, but we beat the shit out of Burger Life.
Yeah, Mason played Burger Life until... he didn't get a burger wife, but he played it until his burger end.
I played it. I started deep in Burger Strife, and I ended up at the Burger Top Bug. I was top bun. I was the sesame seed that could see it all.
So if you guys want us to stream that at some point, it was something.
We spent probably 45 minutes beating the shit out of this YouTube playable. And yeah, we were thinking about maybe doing some YouTube slop streaming where we take some of these YouTube playable classic games and we see just how far we can get in them.
I love the way that you can tell how AI all of the animation covers for the games are and what real games they're aping.
Yeah, so there's lots of stuff. You get Stealth Master, Epic Plane Evolution, Pizza Ready, Solar Smash, Burger Life. Now, Burger Life has 5.3 million plays. And every time I say Burger Life, I feel like it clips in the audio.
This is all so deeply fascinating. It's so crazy just to see the way they look. Family Life, which is like obviously Sims type stuff.
The mobile game ads that you see for games that end up looking nothing like the mobile game, where it'll be like an ad where it's like, I'm stinky and pregnant and running from a train. And you have to it's like drag the lines to solve the puzzle to save the princess who's pregnant and stinky and running from a train.
Those are also definitely fetish content.
Oh, for sure. But then you download the game and it's like a match 3.
It's always just Bejeweled.
Yeah, it's not the same fucking thing. I think YouTube playables are what's used to make those fucking ads because these feel like you're playing those mobile ads.
They have these on mobile too also. Mason doesn't play any mobile games, so it doesn't make sense to him that would be a thing, but I have downloaded them. They look the same.
Yeah, I don't play many mobile games because they always have horrible ads.
They do.
Horrible ads.
I'm always I have one app, if anyone's interested, that I can just play solitaire on, and it only gives me ads when I'm in between games. Other than that, I used to have a tile game that didn't have ads, and now it has in-level ads. I'm in the middle of playing this right now.
I struggle to play anything on my phone. I don't know how people can do it. There's only been a couple of times that I've seen games I want to play on my phone.
Oh, also, Matt, I see what you're saying. Matt said airplane mode to avoid ads usually, but mobile games are some cheap dopamine. Matt, guess what? Most of them don't work offline for that exact reason.
What?
You have to be connected to the internet to play a tile game.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like pointless because you're like, I can't play this on an airplane. I need data to play it, but it's just so they can feed you ads.
Well, YouTube playables don't have ads. Just throwing that out there.
Well, we have YouTube Premium.
Yeah, I don't know that for sure. It could be an ad-ridden hellscape if you don't. But
I'm sure, Matt, also it's the type of game. But I tried that exact same shit. I also tried to change the clock to get more joules or whatever on my phone.
Well, that's old school.
I have a really hellish thing to talk about regarding this exact same thing, which is that I went to Texas Roadhouse with Stephanie the other day.
Texas Roadhouse.
She bought me lunch. It was so good.
Is this a segment? Should I play you a bumper to tell this story?
You got one for me?
What do you want?
I don't know. What do you got?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know. I thought you'd be like, give me this.
Oh, do you guys want to hear a bumper for something that I don't have for you, but just because it's cool and I made it?
Oh, yeah. Wait, yeah. Okay, Bug, you made an awesome bumper.
Yeah,
also,
I
completely derailed your story about Texas Roadhouse.
I'm going to tell my story after my bumper.
Okay.
So I really want to play you guys my new bumper. It's going to be for when I do Fashion Pigs again. And I'm really, really proud of it. And if everybody's ready, am I live?
Yeah.
Do you have me?
Your computer audio?
Yeah.
It's blasting something.
Is it?
Yeah, your computer is constantly outputting some kind of audio signal. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
Audio?
Yeah.
It's the stream.
Oh, it's us. It's because I had to load the YouTube up.
I was nervous to unmute it because I was like, this could be anything. Could be copyrighted music.
Okay. It should be muted now.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Okay. So here is our new bumper for when we do Fashion Pigs. Today isn't Fashion Pigs. Today it's about when I went to Texas Roadhouse and they have tablets on the table.
Tablets on the table at Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse table tablets.
Texas Roadhouse table tablets where you can play games that are even more, it is like, okay, thank you, Matt. Matt says that was great. If you were playing a real game, right? Let's use Portal because that's on all of our minds.
Okay.
Let's say you're playing Portal. Then the next level down from that would be someone makes a weird knockoff mobile game of Portal. Then YouTube is like, I'm going to make a YouTube playable that's legally distinct from Portal. Then Texas Roadhouse, or the proprietary service that they use for their app at the table, is one more layer of abstraction, and it's called Puddle, and it sucks ass, and it's laggy, and it's super hard to play, and I can't make this shit up. I started just playing one for fun while Stephanie was calculating the tip. They have microtransactions on their restaurant tablet.
Oh, yeah, of course they do.
What? You just give the kid the tablet at Texas Roadhouse and then you see a fucking $5 charge?
Terrible. Texas Roadhouse, terrible tabletop tablets. I never understood those fucking tablets until I saw one, until I decided to play with one.
Yeah.
Because I remember when those got rolled out. That was like when we were in high school, right? That was like 2010.
And they haven't
2011.
updated them. They're still dog shit.
No, they're still awful. It's like an iPod Touch in there wired up to a shitty screen with the big connector.
Yeah, and it's like Snake was responsive on a Nokia brick, and then now we have phones that can play crazy high-power games, and somewhere in the middle they were just like, what if Snake didn't run on this?
What if we made terrible tablets that were just absolutely smothered in fucking kid boogers and
They're
stuff?
like, we built this, it can't run Doom.
Also,
it can't.
It can't run Doom and can't be cleaned and is fucking filthy. So they rolled those out in like 2011. They ended up at all the tabletops. I remember thinking as a teenager and fucking aligning with my parents on this too, of like, these aren't good. Who wants this? What are we going to sit and play with the tablet or whatever? Yada yada. And so I just got in the habit of taking them and setting them behind us or on the on the table adjacent to us. I feel like everyone I knew did that for a long time. And so I never actually looked at one of these for years. And then a couple years back, I popped one open and discovered what you discovered, Bug, that they are littered with microtransactions. And then I realized, oh, I see why they have these. Because you give them to the kid and then I think, too, some of them can just ring up stuff on your ticket for your table.
Because you pay through them.
And you can order through them and stuff. And you can also order games through them. And so my imagined scenario for this, and I have to look into this and see if this happened or if there's anything to prevent it, is that you give the kid the tablet. Kid starts playing games. Kid starts adding surcharges to your ticket while you're eating. I imagine that's probably happened to many people.
Yeah, I mean, it seems crazy because I don't know how that would be happening and parents wouldn't be more furious. We're both Googling it right now.
Yeah, well, I want to know what they're called. Ziosk. Yeah, fucking
it's
you remember that?
Ziosk.
Ziosk, the guest engagement platform at the table. Crush all your goals with the most powerful tool for guest activation at the table.
Guest activation. We're like
Yeah.
sleeper agents.
So here's the thing about that. The Ziosk activates you, Bug. Did you know that? Do you want to know Ziosk's story, their network, their leadership team, or their careers?
I want to know their story.
You want to know their story? Well, that's good. Your guest, our purpose. The revolution born from the wait. Sometimes I'm reading their website for you in case it's not clear. Sometimes the pain point is the point. That's why Ziosk started with a question. How do you pay the check when your server is nowhere to be found? Jack Baum, chairman of Ziosk, is a serial restaurateur.
Serial something.
Yeah. Who knows too. Also, restaurateur is one of those words that's so ugly. I just don't like it. A serial restaurateur who knows too well the value of guest satisfaction and its role in a business's success. After opening and operating various restaurants across the nation, Jack came to understand the inefficiencies of traditional dining settings. Chief among them, making guests wait for the check at the end of a meal.
Guys.
Driven by his passion for hospitality, he put people at the heart of creating a holistic solution.
Holistic?
That prioritized eliminating guests' pain points and honoring their time. Wow, called shot on my part. Good job, Moss. In 2010, Jack, along with 3 of his MBA students, there's always some fucking fuckwit in 3 MBAs, isn't it? Pioneered a dynamic tabletop technology with on-demand order and pay functionality. A plan that would change the way people pay forever.
Okay, so I
Ziosk.
have like 900 things to say about this, but also I want to check in with chat quickly and talk about corporate bingo card. Matt asked if anyone has a corporate speak bingo card filled out yet. We should make that.
We should make a corporate speak bingo card. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that into the chat right now.
That'd be so fun for reading these sorts of like about me pages and company press stuff. Also, I want to focus in on something about this little about me where I think that Jack is really revealing himself.
Okay.
It is not good to be a serial restaurateur.
Yeah. It's not good to be a serial anything unless you're like serial, I don't know. Well,
philanthropist, I guess. But even then,
I'm a serial kisser.
even then, you just probably have too much money. Like, yeah, you're a little kissing guy. But serial restaurateur, what that tells me, because I have known a lot of business owners like this, is that you are the kind of person that employees have to say, he didn't pay me. The restaurant has closed. He's moved on to his next venture. Because that's really easy to do. You can just keep your business stuff separate from your personal finances, and you can keep opening businesses as your other businesses that you've abandoned fail.
Man, I wish that could happen for me.
Yeah, same.
Instead of just going into super debt. That happened, by the way. I've got an email from the government that was like, hey, you've gone from debt to super debt. Welcome to super debt.
I can't believe this is the way I'm finding out we're in super debt.
Yeah, we're in super debt now. Chloe in the YouTube chat says, in France, sometimes we literally have to put on our coats and head to the door before they realize we want to pay the bill.
This is true. And it's really weird about being in France as an American because you do have to like wave the waiter over.
That is interesting. I would never leave. You would, if I went to
wouldn't.
France, I would be in a French restaurant to this day.
When we go, we'll make sure you never have to take care of that
I need
part.
like a little safety flag that just like is sticking out of my back that says like, ask me if I'm okay.
I'm going to call this now. I think Mason will be fine in France because I think it's not the same kind of rude that people think the Northeast is.
I knew that you were going there. I knew you were going to say it's like, because everyone's an asshole like you.
Well, no, because it is actually like genuinely people were very rude on purpose because I was American, which I get because like fuck me, but like also I can't help it. But I do think that you will probably adjust pretty quickly.
I don't know, man. I've heard a lot of different things. I'd like to think that I'm not actually grumpy or rude.
You're not grumpy or rude.
But
I just think I think you're adaptable.
I think I got French vibes.
Well, I've said that to you before. You look like Frenchie from The Boys.
Now, what does that mean?
That's a character.
The Boys?
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking movie with like the guy who has the metal arms and it's like the A-Team?
What is this thing that you think?
Who's the guy with the metal arm from the A-Team?
I don't know. I only know Mr. T. I don't know anybody else from the A-Team. One of them has metal arms.
Yeah, you know what? This isn't going to go anywhere. If you don't know anything about it, I certainly am not going to get anything right.
I do also want to address in the chat, because Chloe has said this. Emily said, do they not want to get paid about French servers? And Chloe said, they will be paid regardless because they have an actual salary. They want to do the least amount of work. How dare I interrupt their day with being served by them?
Okay, that makes sense.
But there's also a totally different culture of eating. Like, they don't rush you out. You can sit for as long as you want, and people have longer meals. It's actually really nice.
No, whereas here someone will be like, hey, you're going to fucking buy something,
or
you
they're going to be
toad.
so anxious because Stephanie and I did something unthinkable at Texas Roadhouse, and we ordered our appetizer and then said, we'd like to eat this before we order our entrees. And our server was so good. She was like, totally. Yeah, I'll just come back. And then she just walked away really confused.
That's very good. Coyote Astronaut and Colin both have latched on to me trying to ask who has metal arms in the A-Team. Coyote Astronaut says, do you mean Bucky Barnes from Avengers / Captain America? And I think you're right, Coyote. I think that's who I was thinking
I can't believe you're right. I don't know who that is at all. Bucky Barnes?
I don't know who that is either, but seeing the pictures of the superhero, it's the metal arm I was thinking of.
Well,
he's got like a jacked fucking metal arm. It's crazy.
Yeah, go for him.
Man. It's cool shit, dude.
That's beautiful.
Man, wouldn't it be cool to be if you were a superhero, what superhero would you want to be?
Oh, man. So this feels like distinct from the superpower question because this is specifically saying you're going to have to use this to help other people.
Well, you're going to have to be a superhero that other people know that already commercially exists. And I want to preface this by saying I don't really know superheroes.
Oh, I have to pick a superhero that exists to be.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to invent your own one really fast.
Probably Spider-Man.
You want to be Spider-Man? Why?
Yeah, I think I like Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's the first hero that I really liked.
Isn't it just because that one scene with the glasses?
What?
The scene where he can't see?
Like the one where he takes his glasses off? Do you think my deepest fantasy is a glasses wearer or his perfect sight?
Maybe.
Not really. I mean, like, I would honestly be I would have a weird identity crisis. I've often thought that would be really odd. First of all, Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man. He's a dog shit person, but that is the best Spider-Man. He actually reads as nerdy. The whole thing is really good. Also, I've often felt that it would be really jarring to just suddenly not be a glasses wearer. Like, you could just see. I like the way they present it in that, where he's like, I don't understand why my glasses aren't working. But,
I like the memes that have emerged from that because it's very funny.
But also, it's the coolest power. Because you're effectively getting like Tarzan powers, which is like, you know, how he can skate on trees and shit. And there's just always conveniently vines for him. But you have the vines. The way you can urban explore if you're Spider-Man.
Tarzan's not a superhero.
I know Tarzan's not a superhero. I'm talking about the way he moves.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
He's also kind of presented as a superhero in the way that he moves in that.
I think the reason I said that was because you said what you said, and I was like, oh yeah, Tarzan would be an interesting superhero choice. And I had to like walk myself back from like Tarzan being a superhero.
I mean, I don't know what kind of power allows him to not grow any facial hair, but I'm pretty curious about what's going on with him.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's just Tarzan should look like Captain Caveman. What's up with that?
He should look at least like his own fucking dad that we see in the movie who has a mustache and full beard.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whatever.
You've made Colin very happy with your choice of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Colin says, fuck yeah,
So
Bug,
pure.
that's my boy. Emily says, I would be Wonder Woman. She has an invisible plane and can fight even without her powers.
She's also like, if there's a feminist superhero, it's Wonder Woman.
Leonard says, does Swamp Thing count?
Swamp Thing?
I don't know what Swamp Thing is.
I don't know what Swamp Thing
That's
is.
a monster truck, I'm pretty sure. I think,
then yes.
I think it's a monster truck.
Yeah, monster trucks count as superheroes.
Yeah, you know, yeah. Well,
No, it's so Swamp Thing is a fictional character from DC. Hell yeah, Swamp Thing counts.
yeah, if monster trucks count, I'm going to be Gravedigger.
Okay. Also, Swamp Thing is really like awakening something in me.
Yeah. Is that true?
Look, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Swamp Thing's
There's
kind
like
of
a
like... so from the TV from over here, all I see is kind of a knurled mass of wood.
Yeah.
Is that sort of what Swamp Thing's
Sort
like?
of be like being with a tree.
Azalea says, I want to be Hulk. All the hero stuff I don't have to be there for. It's the other guy.
That's true.
Colin then said, as you'd still be there.
I also do. I do feel like the kind of vibe of being Hulk is that it feels like it would feel really good to just like, there's a catharsis with your anger if you're Hulk.
Oh,
You know, because you Hulk out about it.
I guess.
You know?
Complete the stress cycle. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
I think Hulk is probably pretty well adjusted out. So like he's always portrayed as like unstable or
what's
whatever.
Hulk's real name? If you know so much about Hulk, name 10 Hulk right now?
Is this Steve Bannon? No, that's the guy from Politics.
It's not. It's the Hulk is not Steve Bannon.
Do you know his name?
Yep.
What's his name?
Pretty close to that.
Okay, I thought I was pretty close.
Oh my God, that's tasty, Bug. That's a gift.
What the hell is his name?
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Bruce Banner. It is pretty close.
It's pretty close, but I'm fucking losing it. Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon looks like a shit the Hulk took. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's
You know what?
fucking.
I know just enough about superheroes to be dangerous.
That joke is sterno, Bug. It's providing a steady heat. I'm gonna be warm laughing off that for the rest of the day.
Also, I can't believe that you get to sit here and make fun of me regarding superheroes.
How often do I get to get that? Yeah.
Never.
How often do I get to use the name of someone for real? And
Name
get it
of
right?
anything.
Yeah. When's the last time I named a thing correctly? Holy
Yeah, but
shit.
this is what you give me all the time.
That's so good, Bug. That's so good. Yeah, Leonard said Mason getting to experience the other side of this for a change. I understand. Why you take joy in my getting media things wrong now.
It's the way that you get them wrong. I feel like I was really channeling that.
Yeah, it was close. It was okay. Alex says you wouldn't like me when I start saying what I think about happened. How much do you know about monster trucks?
They exist and they're cool.
When's the last time you watched a monster truck video?
A long time.
Have you seen? You want to see what these fucking boys can do?
Hell yeah. I also entered us, when I was at Texas Roadhouse, I entered us in a Father's Day contest to win a Blacktop Stone Grill or whatever, and also go to a monster truck rally.
Hey, that's lit. I love that.
So we probably won't win, but
I want to go to that.
Fingers crossed.
If you can, I'd love to go to a monster truck rally.
I would too.
So I want to hear your story about, did you have more from Texas Roadhouse
No.
or did we get there?
We got there.
Okay.
I'm going to let Chester out. He's being awful.
Okay. Something that I want to implore you to do today, if you have time, is to take a couple minutes, and probably not even a couple minutes, probably like a minute and a half, and watch a video of a monster truck, because they're really fucking cool.
They're
and
really cool.
It's a small joy that I remember as a child really liking, and enjoying and thinking were very cool, and then I had not revisited as an adult. And then I watched a video of a monster truck, and I was like, damn, these are pretty fucking cool. They
Yeah.
do really cool stunts.
I was also obsessed with monster trucks as a kid. Like, they're so cool.
They don't just run stuff over. They like flip and like spin around like pirouette on their wheels. They make that giant fucking truck dance. It's really cool.
I am not trying to disparage another sport right now. I'm just saying that I think it's weird to be into NASCAR when monster trucks exist.
I wanted to get into NASCAR as like a person who likes cars and likes driving and, you know, all of the associated things with that. I don't get excited by NASCAR. Like, I get the skill. I would love to race. I would be on the track. I'd never fucking watch one.
Well, because it's boring to watch. It's like how figure skating evolved from literally cutting perfect figures in the ice. And like, as a person, you can't see that. So it's not a good spectator sport. And so then you have this like beautiful, like artistic figure skating. And I would say that's a lot closer, genuinely. Like, monster trucks are a lot closer to what we have now in figure skating if we're comparing that directly to like a traditional race. And like rally racing is a lot more interesting than like track racing to me.
Oh my God, rally driving is so cool. I would love to fucking do that. Bug, we would make a great rally team.
We'd be so good as a rally team.
You know what I think would happen? I think you would drive and I think I would be the fucking
I feel
co-pilot.
very strongly that I would drive and you would navigate.
Yeah, which is crazy because I also love driving.
And you're a great driver. I would never say I'm a better driver than you. I think that you just also, because of the way you understand driving, you'd kind of be like my coach.
I feel like we could crush that. Maybe this is what we do. Maybe instead of fucking finding a job,
We've just become rally driving team.
we can just buy a Subaru Impreza that has a blown head gasket. That we can buy a 2012 Subaru Impreza WRX STI and we can fucking lift it up a little bit and we can just go fucking start a rally team.
We just like are watching monster trucks in the background, and I wish that this is what was on at the nail salon. Like, this is what I want to be playing when I'm getting my nails done.
Honestly, monster trucks need to be cuntier. Like, where's this? Now, hold on. I know we've pivoted our careers a couple of times in the last 30 seconds. I think maybe that's it.
Cunty monster trucks?
Yeah. Can you imagine? Because there's pretty much only Gravedigger.
There should be more drag monster truck crossover. It seems natural to me.
Yes. Can you imagine fucking like Katya driving?
I want Katya commentating. I do not want Katya driving. I want Katya commentating.
Can you imagine there's so much you could do with these things because the fucking chassis of the car is nothing. It's like a plastic rim on top of the thing. There's so much room for customization.
I'm going to promise this now that if I ever have enough money to sponsor my own monster truck rally and make it exactly what I want, I will ask if Trixie and Katya will host and commentate. And then I will have everyone submit to me their cuntiest truck.
I think if we could somehow fuse drag queens and monster trucks, we could heal the world.
Do you mean like physically, like create some sort of like super like creation of like a person in a monster truck and like I'm imagining like a Godzilla type thing.
I was thinking this is the start of the Cars universe. Like we'll be the progenitors of the sentient cars that way. No, I was not talking about creating a sort of demonic, horrific eldritch being.
Well, I'd like to talk about that.
Although I would like to talk about that too.
This actually transitions into a segment that I have.
Oh, exciting. Is there a bumper that I should play for that segment?
Well, it's our Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, and it was 7:54.
I know, we went really hard.
God, we really screwed the pooch on that.
We actually should save my Tuesday. Should we play Ty's voicemail?
Let's play Ty's voicemail. 848 Mossbug is the number to call. Also, let's not forget to do plugs today. Now would be the time that we're supposed to do plugs, but here we go. Here's Ty's voicemail.
Happy Tuesday. This is Ty. I am calling in with a unusual sort of choice. So imagine that for, I don't know, however long, like a year, 2 years, 3 years, you guys were doing Bug and Moss as a morning or as an audio only show. All right. And then one day you guys did a face reveal and your faces are the same that they are in real life, but Bug's voice matches Moss's face.
Hell yeah.
And Moss's voice matches Bug's face. So you guys have swapped faces and bodies. And this has always been true, but this is the first time the listeners to the audio only show are finding out.
Oh yeah.
Which voice would be the least surprising to go with the other person's face?
Interesting.
Does that make sense? Does that question make sense?
Yeah, it does.
All right. Hopefully it does. If not, whatever. Maybe you'll find some way to have fun with answering it anyway. Bye.
What a bizarre question, Ty. If so, at its core, the question is, if our voices were swapped, who would be less surprising to interact with?
Okay, will you just move your mouth?
Okay, yeah, I can just mute your camera so you can put your arm down.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
wait. No, that was on the vertical video. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Okay.
Okay. So what you're asking is whose voice would be least surprising to hear out of the other person's mouth? Okay, let's switch.
Okay. And now we'll switch. And then I will say some things, and then you're going to act as though I'm talking, and it's, I got a poo-poo. Oh, I got I'll make big stinky poo-poo in my pants right now. Oh, here I go. Pooping. I'm pooping.
Okay, what do we think?
Okay, wait, yeah, who is...
For the podcast listeners, we did mute our cameras so that you could see.
And if you couldn't tell, I was doing my best impression of Bug.
If you're a podcast listener, you can just imagine, I think, if you've seen what we look like.
So Colin already says, I think I'd rather Bug voice out of Moss.
I think that's sort of where I was leaning.
It could also be that I immediately started, saying like, I'm going to make big stinky poop or whatever.
Yeah, because Bug pretending to be Moss was disrespectful.
Yeah, so that's well, here, let me try again. Hold on, let me try again, and I'll do my best impression of Bug, and I'll try to be a little more respectful.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Bug. I like 3 things: sunshine, lettuce, and cuddles. Everything I do is respectful. I've never been disrespectful before in my life. Now, how is that going? Now, Bug Fan Club says neither of these is surprising to me.
I actually think they both could work.
I've been told many times that my voice does not match my appearance, which I think is interesting.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know if I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a weird voice. I have a strange voice.
Yeah. I don't know if I have a particularly weird voice. I think my voice is different than people think it is if they've only met me in real life, if that makes sense. Like, I think if they just hear my voice, they don't always know it's me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, talking up close, no microphone, and having processing makes a big difference, obviously. Yeah. I wouldn't say you have a weird voice either. I think your voice coming out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Colin and Emily say we match our voices, both of us.
Thanks.
So that's good. Colin does say, I think your voice matches you more now that you have a mustache.
I would agree with that.
Oh, me? Yeah. I thought he meant you.
Oh, yeah.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Bug, you would look really cute if you had a mustache.
I know.
It would be so cute if we had matching mustaches.
I know, I'd look so good.
Oh my God. It would be, we got to figure out a way to make that happen.
Well, I looked great when I had my beard drawn on for my Joe Dirt cosplay.
Yeah, Bug cosplayed Joe Dirt for Halloween a couple of years ago.
I always want to be dressed up as Joe Dirt. It just feels so right.
It's 7:59, and I feel like we managed to get exactly as much mileage as possible out of that question and have exactly enough time to talk a little bit about plugs.
Yeah.
There's 3 minutes on the clock because we did start a minute late today. Don't tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess we started 3 minutes late.
It's hard to say.
Tomorrow, well, if today is Tuesday, then what does that make tomorrow, Bug?
Witness Day.
Witness Day. Witness me. What's something you need witnessed? What's something you wish someone else was around for? Or something you kind of wish someone wasn't else?
Yeah, were you witnessed?
Was an awkward story, something you overheard, something weird that happened to you, something out of pocket? Call it in. 848-MOSS-BUG. 848-667-7284. And we promise we'll talk about it tomorrow on Witness Day.
Oh, we promise we'll try.
We promise we'll try to think about talking about it tomorrow on Witness Day. Also tomorrow, something that I've been planning on doing is recording sound effects for Colin. So we're gonna need short phrase suggestions for that, but that'll be sort of a forget I said that one. Okay. We don't need suggestions for that yet, but tomorrow's gonna be a funny weird show.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think I have any other plugs than that.
This week we'll be doing our ANTM portal stream again on Thursday.
Oh, yeah. And ahead of the ANTM portal stream, I'm going to watch 2 episodes of America's Next Top Model, if not 3. And if anyone wants to join me and, we can all watch the episodes and take notes and think about it, and especially if you're like me and haven't seen it before, we can talk about doing that and hooking up beforehand. So we'll just chat about that in the Discord. But yeah, America's Next Top Portal. Bug's first playthrough of Portal, my first watch through of America's Next Top Model. because we can't stream America's Next Top Model. The stream is Bug Play and Portal while we talk about America's Next Top Model.
Hell yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, that's Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, I think Colin and Sid and me and Az are going to try and do another stream of Content Warning.
Oh.
The game where you try and film videos inside of a spooky paranormal location.
I realized something about that game when I was watching a theory video the other day.
Okay.
It's like structured the same way as Teletubbies.
What?
Where like in Teletubbies, all the Teletubbies like live in this kind of like little space together. And then there's like, you know, the little speakers that come up from the bottom and like whatever. But it's interesting because in the game Content House, you're all like these little guys and then you go down and do this work, and down is really different than the pretty up area that you have.
Teletubbies don't go down.
Teletubbies don't go down that we see.
See, but what I don't understand is, are you like implying that the Teletubbies have like a secret underworld where it's like a fucking
I'm more
they live
implying,
in a landfill / factory?
Well, yes, but I'm more implying that Content Warning has an aesthetic that is Teletubbies like.
Colin says, yeah, Teletubbies famously go into hell and make YouTube
What
videos.
else is the show, Colin? What else is the show Teletubbies, if not their YouTube stream?
I did always think they look like they live at a landfill, because if you look at a landfill, they have the same exact rolling hill style.
It does have like a post-apocalyptic energy.
It does have a post-apocalyptic energy.
So
yeah. It is whatever. It is 8:02 on May 2nd. No, June 2nd. Happy Pride. Jesus
Happy Pride.
Christ, I keep forgetting it's Pride. Happy Pride. It's June.
It's June.
What am I mad about? I'm mad about the fact that time is going by so fast. It's already June. Oh boy. Thank you for being here. It's genuinely a joy to get to spend every morning hanging out here with y'all and doing this show. And especially to get to spend every morning hanging out with you, Bug.
I love hanging out with you in the morning.
I love hanging out with you. I love you, Bubs.
I love you, Moss.
Love you too, Colin. Love you all. Thank you for joining us.
Love you guys.
This is Bug and Moss.